ya mamunyina ajo ya mama tenase mama kwaba edimoba KFM TV esebre na wie drenumensem no ya jebre ni adaje ya keka nsem na bomu ba betesemu kama itimi edi asum nsem ahodo etwegu ye man mu no ebre na wie grosi etim de besumu ewo KFM TV eso ena nyumre yete hadia na aboafo bi o madarama ne o musika eni etimi nya hoden edi nsem ahodo no yetimi ede bro yenko talent microfinance womo eni sika krabia ba kwa aba ehwe ama osika sem ehun hyehye ne ho tutie no etimi ewie mudie ede ama ankran nyumeku ahodo amu pesika abobra mu pesika di djuma no talent microfinance am kopie mu ha ombe hwa sika sem hyehye ne tutie nyina etimi di ama afi so pe besia di djuma asi hu ne eketo ebidia okopie mu talent microfinance wono maso ya ombe boaye bibia kama etimi edi amao manta medu ne die wo mo eye adwuma gidigidi enya asem keto akra munsia no penyifo gusto ade niema egu akwem sebe ya wono mo maka no so wo mo betimi enya ho nchefa nse nwenu yemfa ya aseda no enconfirm talent microfinance
KFM Musical Center semen kan cho sebra na baji mobile phone sa papa ne ho akade KFM mu ko
instruments
yeah
instruments
pressure no basa na
manembra for
yeah I think KFM Musical Center me ba cho open field papa aye didi djuma me ba cho wa so dem ntwene na wo gbo no de bia na asori ma no wo kasa na anyumtofo no so complain bra na baje ne papa ewo KFM Musical Center me ba cho microphones na okasa apoken de bia na ho me he ha ho sa was am our event na se na nye kama wa so dem ho program no entweye o spinning machine no say na say obi an recommend obiom brane ma full set of instruments any so ye event organization say we are sorry say we are nkran say we are spinning machine e bia bra KFM Musical Center any instrument bra from kenkren to krankan organ ebi wo ho ope combo ebi wo ho guitar bass lead ni nyina ebi gumu ni ape bia ope yi afrecho akra ebi wo na akasai ni nyina ebi ewo KFM Musical Center bra na ye ne wani dwa ebi a so bese wo ya sorry obese ye de ma ho na otwa ne kakran nso a ekwanda ho esan sensate nyina anye pe enti KFM Musical Center aye kra so meso kitu ebi na adbeto ase ni asesa mfidie na ma fa ko ye adwuma na wetua ni aka ne kakra obehu ye kira kwa asante mantemu ewo edum kumase yane Sambra Hotel no na die anim hwere enkran hanu Zongole Benjiba abro santenten no Glass House no aye ne Children Hospital den hwere ni mo no KFM Musical Center ho ena obehu ye ewo 0244 1047 0244941047 0244971047 na woni KFM Musical Center woni ye eninkomo
afi yenko dada ba take abo mo so phones ho akade ene ho mpempena de ni nyina no mudi mutintima pa ye wo ho enti wudi ane se ope phone edi nkita ho yi na afi so abe phone from e wetimi akosu bia ma de hie ehu no mate onka ye dia dada ba take abo ko ho a phones ne ho akade bia no ombehwe edia ma ne kra na phone ne ba okopie mu o maso ya dada ba ebetimi enye bia ma bo ne so eda phone boko na chese ukogia bibia bekoye kama ope phones so de ache ho na wo se odi weni che nyumeku ahodo nso amope phones papa de edi mudwuma no moko dada ba take aba ombetimi abo mechi akwan no ewo kaneshi udru bia ya ye pai takwa station na chese udru hope wedu dada ba take up ba ne phones ni waka de bia na okopie mu a ombebo ama bibia tutoye edi ama nyumeku miensen ene nyume wo mo ebo ye twidom ma mensem no yetimi nyimu ahoden na ye de ababe so mensem no edo so ye pa na de ebedi mu akotini bi eni ye be kwa kopie mu ewa ablikuma no sabaton peso so no nkran mantem ha na ade hye mo ho no sansem ma hye bedwade bra na eda ho a sisi ano aye dare aye twe ne sene abasa no ewa MPP ni ndc amenu ko ni ntem no emunche mu bia ba ye de beto akase ne so edi amam
na amra shebejeni ono ewo dama ngo abato mpeso aso Samuel abujina po ono na ekase no chense ekwan ananse mampeni amemu ene asoafo no ko no enye bosha o shega na fo eno no
ye be kwa kopie mu e wo ahiem eno wo ahiem ahiem na adehia wono mo ho no wo mu usu tempenten kwapa ye sanse ba ne nsuo ho nsem kan na ye din ye de amomo
na wo twede nsem mo ya de a soafo na hwe nyina senso man kan mu Olmonyamfo John Abdullah Jinapo wono ene wakase na oche se amanfo kan se wo mo fa low shedding timetable we se da be Ghana ye nru ho ye enti ye de ba enye ye
you ebusia nsem afoforo bi no meka we hu na nwumre ye gibrani adaje timi akenkan edi amawo abefo ntentan fidie no Facebook KFM TVGH afi YouTube KFM TVGH ye twegu wo ho den live a enya asem keto akra wo free TV na utimi call ye bia ye menu amabobo su ya betimi nya ye no wa hwe ye wo ho YouTube no subscribe my ya ye beda si ye pa na Facebook ni page no wa follow e dia my TikTok nso ye wo betimi a follow ye na videos ahodo aye kunche dia kogu onyina no nye bia hwe na nsem ahodo aye atwo nso nye bia kenkan kama etimi e dia my brand adaje be mu a wo leave comments bia nso ha ye be kenkan e de amawo Aumachofo abetime de o messages nso afa so WhatsApp no 0246239070 ebre semu ne ebegibre ne adaje messages awodo ebeba no ne akenkan ne kama etime edi amawo enanwumre apesima kafo ayagibre bekenkan nsem ne di amawo eyeme Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi from Afia meni abema
Odiyifo Yaw chasta ibe krache fialengo wan
Ewuza yenjida nsemi so na yenton kraye ba ye shasi Ebusi amisa so ndawase yesamu akwa babim emfa umbra kase no eso ye shase e dia maudia afi 2024 ena igna segana fo ye koto aba edi yimra shebedwa ahodo mo ewo ye bro no ahodo ayete so na afenso de na edutwem kra ye Ghana ye mampanyin so mu nyina mbeboa ma oman ntimi enkoso na bra ye to aba na ewie ye no mentimi wase ntokwa eni afenso nsensen bebre na ena akompeso ahodo bebre na so a etimi esisi ye na bia ye ba akwa na eka ho ene due ye no mokasa kra no eguo egusu hroso no ya blekuma north abaton peso so no won kan mantem he ya na wokopie mu ewo ho a wono mo mugina pre di bre na chese maame erabna obin onu gina de ma the National Democratic Congress NDC amenyuko na afenso na nekue free ye onu so gina mu de ma the New Patriotic Party MPP amenyuko na bra abato no ba na wiye no na chese mentime ho ase abasa ansem kofo mienu no bia gine hutum se onu ene ehwedi nkunim ama sisi aye kasa die ukopie mu ablekuma north a enya de se ye wo mra hyebedwani bia wo ho enu mu na tememufo mo ho chese sene ekoso ne de pempen ba no yesi ohene awie na chese Ghana mampanyi kra we swaf ne mu esuaye wie aba bedi su nenso no wo kompotemu ahodo ampunsu nyume wo so mo ye no kokoso o baabi na so ba ablekuma north a esanso mu ni mra hyebedwani bia wo ho no enya de se ne ma ekoso ye wo ho sisi ane de omunsunu gujem omudi abobo panti nkebe ya empanyifo hwe na de ekoso na bato komisa na pamfo ma mi jean mensa omunye bibi emfa na sansem yensi yankase yensem tro ni Odiyifo Yaw ene bo anan kopie mu ewa blekuma north abato mpeso aso netimemfo ewo ho no ekotwetwe nkomo nanumu ene omudi omakosem eto a ensem se KFM TV de omokan ni omunhyemu ahodo ni nyina no yeto aso ediama
Mama kwa ba amfambra ablekuma north abato peso aso na onim se 2024 7 December ne yekoto aba se ye parliamentary and afa presidential candidate abato no kwa we no out of the 276 constituency no ablekuma north bepem na me no ka say no ye ntumi wie ye ho asem na ablekuma north no erabna obin wono na gine mu de ma the National Democratic Congress NDC abanyoko no na afi nana ekwia every wono gine mu de ma MPP abanyoko no ekwa wie chire no na wo mu che se constituencies ni bi wo hono ma pink sheet no ho asem entumi amma bebo so mienu ni amra hyebedwafo na akomra hyebedwafie
ma mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nso ahye na adwuma ase no Ablekuma North womu eni anamusini ewo mna hyemedwefie eno na muso mane eye KFM kase yetisi Ablekuma ene ne mpatemu edi omu bedi nkomo sa anya bia no emfie bebrenie ayekoto ababo sumi nso dodo na anie me no kase no enya ade omo anamusini ewo mna hyemedwefie enti aba ye ne omu kokodi nkomo na wonu matumi a kire ye ohaw atete anase niya de bromu afe anamontuo ben ene wonu mo hwe ni mu se wo matumi etu se na betumi aboa ma Ablekuma North wo mo so no matumi enya eye namusini anase na hyemedwani ewo eye abato mpeso anso asem de kan akokot empem bebre ankwa tentam ekire ekokoba ye se wonu mo nya re-election erabna obe NDC agitum se ane obepene so na mo no na na ekue free MPP se won pene so eno na nso mene de yabe pie mu ante no dimachie na yenko ne ne adehie bi nkonkodi nkomo ne emi so mo se ohaw ene amane ben ena wonu mo femu mo amane boni eye me Odiyifo ya chas afa yenko ne ne adehie bi enkonkodi nkomo yo apeni ben sa afie twem ne eto aba e wo man ka ne mo edi yim na hyebedwafo ne mampeni na bepem ne Ablekuma North abato mpeso aso e man mienu o mu ginaye mentem ho asene ntawato ade enti no ene ukom na hyebedwafie anya ade a Ablekuma North mo wo namusini e wo honomo ne di kan mo amoye adehye ne timamufo a mo wo abato mpeso awesu no mo gene sen how ben so na edebrem
yo medase say sa dwumadie we a mudie no eye pa se maba na mo bisa busa ye no kwasem ni hadwene sanse fisi ye to aba anka bidie minim se mrahebadwafo no omo na omo gina ha mpeso eso maye nso development biara yesi yensa kan no yensa aka sese besi sa tami ye hu nipa ku a wa wi ni poten sanse omo bobo ma no aye close enti ye besere se court ne bebam anase se mpanyifo bebam na omo asigiran ye hu ye MP a ebeboa ye pa sanse ma ni mieru no a omo opere no kwasem ni omo nyina no omo ye nua ma no a obia timinya dibre na beboa ma ye constituency empuntu a hwehwe ne yensaka se besi sa atami na se yensanka ye mna hyebadwani a no kwasem ni ye TV ho ne ye hwese de ye mna hyebadwamu koso eniama ye koso activities na de ade na se ye to ye ne ye hu ye MP a eno kure ne asefem eti ye basire se mo amanu duru bunu mu kakra ya mutu ana moyi mo nsra mpanifo man se de be ya animu ye a no betuma si gina ye bia man ye nya MP a se obegina ya nam enya sa ne che se ye ha se no yakoye se aye ofan constituency a enfa papa ni susu aso papa mre ye timamufo aye ha ti ye besere se muntu ana mo man
ba sha odi
from Michael Asante no do no frame okwu bayard
over there that's far all right
the thing say ya ye wo Ablekuma North anu the how bebre ebre say ye a yentu abanu fufuro ne hu ne obawi ni a ye benya ya namusini wo parliament onu mu say be ya ye chicha bibia betimi aso yesu but ye anya obi ma na anya bibi sa be ha adwin bebre nti yes record ani diamensa say omunya omuhwe na omunka ya asem maye na yentimi enya de yenya ya namusini wo your friend say parliament na ntimi nya we na ne to so no traffic light friti awosia no mu kono so no traffic light no abi mu asai ansa na ba fufro no ba ye last say no dogono for no school for no your friend say demonstration nyama bebre happy yempe sa demonstration ni nyama na basabasa ya be happy biom nti aban no onhwe na onyi na namusi ni say be omo behwe sa nyama nya ye na nya ye hu beto ye nya ye ka hu bi na aban no aba power nti ye
ama putujuma mommy no 3000 jobs or deba oh I good I am who was so board the area nka bana no kura ko started that oh ba say adnako that court na ye cobra ntini ama ma me no to why basta ne bi enkoye emaye wo ha eti me as Ben me wo ha as a secretary to the president asundwe number 1 oh eti me pompa say bibia be Afia street light ni ama gutters ni roads added them potem mu na no enye good oh some time ago no ma me no oye okọ down
ma me be asem na okay
arabna okọ down ho no oboa omo a during the rain season no ona na boa nkofo a na ensuo effort from dan ni got to say, now, I'm in them soon. Oh, again, now, friends say, Quifrey oil, sir. He's supposed to leave the thing for the Arabna to go and do this work. What's all wasted the time? Look at the street lights. Oh, since friends say, Minister, I found to say, obey a crowd, road street lights, and dinner, sanitation now. Mamma, this why ready. I also where's your banner going to cabo? Now, when you know, now, a man here. After Tosu number 3. Yet to abandon massively for John Mamani Arabna because we want these perpetrators to be arrested. Oh, you see how much Ninyama Mafufa for Odia church and passing in Yamanamano is too much because
evidence.
Yes, evidence.
And I artism.
Oh,
they are now what kind of artism and as evidence.
Maybe a radio station.
Artism, dear, and Shana and Fancas.
Right. The first also Albano. Umbra. Now on Bay Street Latin, Yamanamana, yes, you are Hunto, not a dozen more than you more, no beyond Tono. But Mamma Rablan, Monjan, no Brown Bay.
And so, dear, I dream Monusu say, when I was wedding Kunim.
I'm not ready, Kunum. Maybe to Abama, maybe maybe a secretary was as you number 1. What I say? Ha, we know what we have done. What I say? Aha. It's me pa choppy. Muslim we radio journalist. Muslim mama phone the other monte. Now court so because say we were casting me say contempt now that didn't see. Tina my I show Baba we need the woman to come and do the work.
I was saying Sianka Science Centroni Odiyifo Yaw Charles Nebana copy mo Ablekuma North Senate memo form ho. Etimi kwatwetwe nkomo. A omo de sanse mu ya hodo no. Etimi editu.
Ewusiante na yento akase no so amfama mo ene nwumre na meka se KFM kasamfoni so ne ene nwumre no nsiabre ma kan akase na da so tie adwam a ye de ma mo fiefie konkonu ase na mra hyebedwe de ma de hye a wono mo ewo damango abaton beso aso no ana na ye nkane so afo a no hwe ye nsase ene obo ade abobre ene muniama so onwanyamfo Samuel Abujinapo one workers no just come here say Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bolibambo edi share bosha what they share Ghana for no enye no no ye what just wo be obehwe na man na mamu no ebe kutuwe bi kuma bi na mo say no yi ministers no na nkrofo egu ministers na chi no ebo adwene nti aseso was it gogo piem a presidential staffers no wa fa be handed and wa fa ministers no. The ministers in some do a sister. They say I 56. I can't deputies and 9. I was stand by half an over young. Then when staffers and qua handed. Come here, sir. I mean, one send a man penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mama Shebo, so Babuno. And yes, I know why I know to Mammy or Twago, Croco de John be and only Ghana for ye. Now, a bra on Monyam for some Abujinapo, and then Chilamo added to John and Sebajo Fieno. Say, and no can some fire.
On the 27th of February 2025, the President came to this House to fulfill his constitutional obligation of giving the message of the state of the nation. But Mr. Speaker, I believe that this House almost unanimously have now agreed that that statement was indeed a message of lamentations. And I think all of us are agreeable on that. Mr. Speaker, but in spite of that, in spite of the impression the President wanted to give to the country, data and facts are sacrosanct, and the data and the facts confirms clearly, Mr. Speaker, that the state of our national economy, which was bequeathed to President Mahama, which nobody can dispute indeed, is that we had a higher economic growth than our friends from the other side, that we had a higher per capita income than our friends, agricultural sector we grew better, industrial sector we grew better, we created more jobs than they created in their 8 years in office, lower fiscal deficit, a primary balance is lower than our friends from the other side, and it goes on and on and on. But Mr. Speaker, let me address one very important matter, which is the question of the size of government. And indeed, the President, when he addressed this House, made the claim that he had formed the leanest and most effective government in the history of our country. So, Speaker, I want to submit that you can have 10 ministers, another government can have 20 ministers, and the government that has 20 ministers may have a smaller government machinery, a smaller government size than you who have 10 ministers. And I want to demonstrate that, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's on record. The record is that the pegging or ranking of officials of the presidency are as follows, Mr. Speaker. Since the inception of the fourth Republican dispensation, the Chief of Staff is pegged at the rank below the Speaker of Parliament, but above a cabinet minister who doubles as a member of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, a senior presidential advisor is pegged.
Ebusia wasansem ni mwa ena kasama for edema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama munyan for Felix Kwachi Fosu enso atutu bi ede amane wono momo kasa edefa ho mu se senia nkofo kuma bi no form sa soafo dibre no mo mefendi somboa emma memu oba bebu no entimi nkoyie no ebi kasa fa wo se senia wa fa bi eba na regional deputies ni nkofo ahodo na ya ye bibi e wo san se senia oye se nkobete eye figure ne so ne se be ya sikasema nkebe ko be bi bebre no betimi ateso na ye kuma bi no nkofo bebre na na kasa fa wo mu se yekoya bakosemu a eba no mampanyina waba betina so a na so afo swapade a na chese His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ena etimi etu sa na mo se be asike bia nko ba bi bone no eninti enu esisa agina ye a waba beboa amoma na etimi akoni no no so nhwemu a wode tu dwa no eni
for yourself. When they presented the reports for 2022, it turned out that there were 44 presidential staffers and 292 political appointees. So in all, there were 336 political appointees who worked in the office of the president under the MPP in the year 2022. The numbers remain the same for 2023 and 2024. President Mahama will come nowhere close to this number. So currently there are 30 people you can call presidential staffers or presidential aides, some of whom are classified as directors who work under the office of the president. We are in the process of considering support staff for those who work at the office of the president. And we can state emphatically that it will be nowhere near half of what the MPP did when they were in power. So let the records be set straight that any claim that President Mahama has appointed 100 ministers and is hiding some in the presidency is blatantly false. The number of ministers who have been appointed is 56. The Honorable Junapo is a member of parliament. On a number of occasions, he has been at the appointments committee where he has joined the vetting of these ministerial nominees, and so he knows that there are no 100 ministers. And then when it comes to the staff at the office of the president, President Mahama has committed to reducing the numbers drastically. And therefore, by every account, this government will be the smallest in the history of Ghana. And the reason why that is important is that it enables the government to make significant savings. As I noted during my contribution to the debates and the message on the state of the nation, if in the past there were 126 ministers and you reduce the number to 60, that is 66 less Land Cruisers that you have to buy. We all know the price of a Land Cruiser today. It is anything between $100,000 and $120,000, which, if you convert to Ghana cedis, is almost 2 million Ghana cedis. So if you are not buying 66 Land Cruisers, you can do the math and see how much money you will be saving for the people of Ghana.
Ntine no na yen samon famon komra she bedwafie nene na she bedwa ne kwasetena na ewom no wono man wi dwumadi no mpo anhya ase na speaker otosumie no second deputy speaker ewo mrashe ono ye first deputy speaker ora Bernard ahiafo wo kire mu se asetena no wo mo kwa enye wo hwa amamna wo mu edibu mrashe bedwa mu na ni kan se quorum no na se so munya nipa be 1/3 na wo hwem na hye fie na wono mo ye 275 enti wo chemu miensa na emu baako wo motumi atena na hye fie ahwe ma hye adwuma no ma na ntumi akonka na se nipa edi okron baako na mo nem na hye fo a wo mo ko na hye fie na wo mundu edi okron baako 91 wo mundu na se cheke edonkuma no krampo na wono mo ye ediowotwe ewotwe mpo no na nka odi miensa kan na ye di okron baako no andu ba bia I'm so Emma Ora Bernard and Fortune said there be. Woshe Sania aye mrashimedwa wo mdwumedie na omhyehyɛ ne tie na wo mde ye adwuma anye ye ntene asetena no wo mo ansa ntumi anto aso na sei ɛna hyehyɛ no kɔye ɛwɔ mrashimedwa fie.
Government chieftaincy and religious affairs, and there are 3 persons for the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and 3 persons for the Minister of Lands.
Enti ne ekoso na Sresrebidi fie na won mo wi apene don kuma no frame Sresrebidi wo mo friends and drafo nhye eye don kwa no say NDC for wo amoye don kase wo modi mu ya pa mo na o man no dwumedi ahodo ne bobre dodo na no simu na so na kamiaza obia to pia fa agyan obia ne nam ene wo ye na adwuma ni wo lobe ni ope position azam na Sresrebidi adwuma no ehu hia omo ayade a wo modi am ho ya pa ene o je so asem kro no ebiesiye ewo July bosom no emu wo emfimpe no ene di onu miensa 2023 July no ne esiye na yi ebisiye na zantwefo nhemu a edonkoma ne tudwa no ensema hodo a omo kan ye eni
1/3 of the house to commence business. We come to the house to work. Ghanaians did vote for us to come to the house to run our business. The NDC claims to be the supermajority, but they struggle to assemble their members to come to the house to do business. Today, what we've seen is just embarrassing. We are here to do business, but they couldn't marshal their numbers to do business. And for us, that is worrying. How long can we continue on this tangent? We want Ghanaians to know and to tell our friends from the NDC to take Ghanaians serious, to take the business of the house serious, because Ghanaians expect a lot from us. They want us to meet their needs and their aspirations. When this behavior continues unchecked, it is not going to.
Eusiaye twansem ne so edi amanwo dia enka ne so afo na ohwe yamane bohu nsem so manga na ha ne dio no so ene yemra Sresrebidi ma de hia wono mo ofo ase ayerebi munya fo kojo ponkoma ho asem na mekeni odi nsem ahodo na ena aba betudwa edi afa 24-hour economy afi etwem ye ba betu aba na no ne hyehyeye ahodo na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wotu franka edi amendisi amenyuko no che so betina so se mampanyia obetimi aye aboa amenyume ebusu o manga na ha ni nyina na beboa amesika sem so etimi gina na namon so brand nenumu ena wo che se 24-hour economy no bra eye Ghana mampanyia obegina ba bia bebisa ne nsem bisane nsemfo bia afa ho no na che se wo de wada ubisa na so afo ni bia omu kiremu a eni na baabi ono nso abegina ho na ubisa na senior 24-hour economy no ebeye adwuma afa no so kan bibi foforo wo kire se nya de se etimi esiso ene o kire se program baako definitions bebre obia ne de oka edify ye 24-hour economy no na ne sema hodo de tudwa ne KFM TV yento asoma.
The real issues that you campaigned on, the things that the millions of young people who were singing Kwenkwen are waiting to hear you deliver on, they get lost in the cracks. And I want to spend some time reminding you of the things that you campaigned on and the things that many people were hoping that when the president mounted the podium, he will be explaining how he will be delivering on them. The president campaigned on the cost of living crisis. He campaigned that transport fares were high and were still going high, and that if he's given an opportunity to come to power, he will roll out a program to tackle it. Did anybody hear the president here explain how he was going to tackle the phenomenon of transport fares that are going up? He spent all the time lamenting and trying to blame the heads of state of the past, just like he did in 2013. The president campaigned on high electricity bills and the fact that if he has an opportunity to come to power, he will introduce measures to tackle it. when he mounted the podium on Thursday, the expectation was that he will lay out a program, which program we now in Parliament will spend time debating. Did anybody hear the President explain how he's going to tackle electricity tariffs that keep going up? For many months, when the President was campaigning, he was speaking about high food inflation. When he mounted the podium, I was hoping to hear him outline how his program to deal with high food prices. I didn't hear it. I don't know if colleagues heard the President outline it here so that we could be debating it by now. Three major things that I want to draw the government bench's attention to. Number one, stop the propaganda. You have won the election already. You don't need to do more propaganda. The propaganda will not create jobs. It won't put food on the tables of people. It won't put clothes on the backs of people. Rather, bring your governance programs. Till date, we don't have a single definition for the 24-hour economy program. Everybody you talk to has a different definition. Program Bako, definition bebre. Program Bako, definition bebre. Spend time doing less propaganda and more time bringing your government.
Because if you are in 2 years,
to for crying fat.
I said, you may time no shut down content class. I can't answer as I was trying to answer so far, then you made us as our kind of honor. Papa, yes, finance minister Bakui. Yes, muntu na last minute extra time. Neja mode Dr. Mohammed Amin Adambaye say wono me so afo na wo hwe sika senso sabre no abanya etwemu eko na ono na de wa ba bonten so na we kasa na ne nsem o kan nyina che hwe MPP for no aye don kuma no wo ye from mighty minority M square aha wo no One say, woman to us and form and show me the from that. Enyen high. Emma, His Excellency John the one mamma, morning abbey. Enya be trocan, then now come to boopa, boot for boot, or the 2 on my no marker, or the 2 on my from Hoku te booba, or the 2 others have a pepper, and your morning work. One to us on maybe be trocan. Some of them majority, and near hintino. And ya don't weapon, and somehow when young for Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam and Caneswa for Jessica and so.
Well, I think that the Ghanaian people decided that the MPP should go into opposition. And we think that that does not bring to an end our involvement in politics, our participation in politics. The role of the opposition is a very critical role for our country. And this country needs a strong opposition to continue to be a check on the government. Within the past 2 months alone, Ghanaians will attest to what is yet to come, because the government is not finding it easy. They thought that they will have everything on a silver platter, but the opposition, the mighty minority, has been able to hold them in check. Even if we have not stopped them from using their numbers to do anything in Parliament, we have engaged with the people of Ghana more and more to expose the ineffectiveness, the incompetence of this government in 2 months, and the ills of this government, terminating the jobs of people. And this is why I call President Mahama Terminator 1. You know, instead of creating jobs that they promised to create, they are terminating the jobs of people. We have witnesses to the violence, you know, across the country. You know, people are attacking people here and there. Even the NDC people, the supporters of President Mahama, are attacking state institutions and looting and burning in some cases. Staff who are professionals in these agencies are not able to stay and work because of the insecurity. You know, and you also know that the houses of people are being raided without regards to the law. Unfortunately, at the same time, some are being acquitted from criminal trials, and in some cases being rewarded with juicy jobs, such as the governor of the Bank of Ghana. You know, this is the state of the nation, and not what President Mahama delivered.
was saying to any and can for no share sika sem hon shishon for Dr. Mohammed Amina Damone Central no Metro TV airport adomochi ne gina en semi so etwetwe ho en komo ye gina ne semi so na yaja boafo nkra so abaye bad ya ka etwe na ye de beka ho ama
Medo benami Ghana duko do ajakle ho duko kata. Mie chonya nyi adeve na micho Talent Microfinance Limited Gajadopa. Mie wona susu savings, adishare, school buafo, cashback, ple bubwa okata. Nenyebe egajom de mi agbo la letie tomegbeko ateun aho gadodo. Kenenyebe egajom vivi la nenyebe o gahia ola ateun ava de ogai kene hia fa.
Tanenyebe mi foncho mi afa jom yo kenye mi afa gadodo nyawa. Business loan elemiashi, church financing elemiashi, salary loan elemiashi, eye bubo li kenye personal loan. Nenyebe mi foncho business loan enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao. Nenyebe washigba keke alum eleswe we have talent. Mi pekpegede nwo nenye washigba lesua ne woge wokekegedeji to talent pomonu ome nenye be mi ponchu mi afa salary loan enye gado mo mi ke mi vuna mi afa jirudu dola nke ga nyo he ya va talent wo payslip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia o na kokko ho salary loan le rate mi to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji fufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobu keke ake mie flege no na no hem v choji nto jinwade wade kwereka mo popo kai ganyu he ya talent kuna kpohe ya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado monwa anobobu enami akpenami
etibe ya nyafi ke talent la
Talent Microfinance jengo amegan shipe ape letina tejipo hotami
miape kapomo enya 050-129-1298 alo 050-128-9119 talent woga kwamanu banto
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Ebusen Samsung wa semu akwa ba bi fambra KFM TV eso ye to enyumensem ne so di ama odi ayekwa akopie mu ewo gomwa onyanzi eno ewo apam wini bakwantempo ne so na abededwa se no agahihie bi ko so menam so ama 2-bedroom self-contained house there ade seja to mama na shidrebe na enum no mo che se yumrebe se nonkro ba pam sima na aduonu miensa 923 ene Janet Misha se ma atemfo mo ho no ebo mo modern fredum jejuma ikonsen komon branch saban mo beboa meja hihie ekoso no wo mo ntimi enso ano no mo che se non du boy 1043 non du boy no na che se ekobo du ba akunim no na che so metini edum jana boa ama nchecha anko baby bebre na tisisi ai no mo ka se die 2-bedroom self-contained house ne pe enetime schedule be no nya asem keto akra na so no nya me fefia ma ancheche anko mfia hodo ane no bembensa empotemu ho sisi ai no mo ka se so dum jajuma ikoni che se die ba pote pa meja ejawe eto sa fie ni mu a schedule be no enya de se omutimi ntin hwehwemu eguso ekoso amomo hu ade ko potinti e ba ya saja hihye etimi esi
na yenko yeda so nkramantem ho ya woni go pram about 1% so Brona ya fe no ya hwe mu wono no mokasa na de hia wono mo e wa hwe mu e kire mu se ensu a womenom ho aye den dia ma mo pa anti enimeni ya no nsa dansa yam kotodwe gu fam empenifo entwa nani emehwe omo na wom na hyebedwani onimanyamfo Samuel na Te George Communications and Digital Technology Minister won na won twa nani emehwe omo na de hye e de womakosam e de jake FM kase e bo nkyeremu a wom de mai eni
to come and assist people who look at, let's say, public toilet and things, at least to come and assist, because we need a lot of public toilets in the community. Because as I said earlier on, because there's no public toilet, this thing where the water used to pass before entry the dam, people, that's where people go and defecate, and you can't tell them anything because there's no public toilet. So we are pleading on NGOs who at least assist with public toilet and to come and assist the community, because either than that will run at a loss, which people may lose their life or a lot of things. Because let's say defecators that are entering into this particular dam will lead to cholera and a lot of disease. For us at now, the hospital here is experiencing this skin rashes, and people's skin have been itching them because of the water that we drink. So we are pleading on NGOs and the government to at least assist us to at least see to our problems. Either than that, we will die. The population is about 5,000 plus now. The population is about 5,000 plus now.
I was saying we assembly member wono ewo ahwem hono Raphael Ahianti wono na wodin say na no akire na ohempa ho nenne tete me awotoso miensa wono ohempa de ma de sha wono wa ahwem wono no so nkire mo de ma eni. Alright, ntine mo fanche yense sign kan ne no ntino ye beto aso kase no so.
Ebusia yento ansem ne so emfa emma odia ye konsem fufuro mu na eye nana kwame kum nipa ono etoso enum. Ne ye no koso ewo kwawu ene ne mpotemu twene drase eho na ye no koso na bra eyiyo no koso ne nkofo kobi ekoto hye wono mo ye eyo yin so etu bro say niema bebre na ewo biaya na omo yi na nya asem keto akra na bra nsem ni siwiye no na entwisian a ono toso mienu ono ye chidom hene de makwawu hwene drase wono na gina mu kasa se de siye ewo saa yiyo na senenya de se etwe ye krantie ne ya ye kasa die empanyifo de niema egu akwam se be ya wono mo ho bom no imra no betimi ni wono edi nchemu ene nsem a ohine ponye di tudwa no yeto aso ama. Oh my goodness.
Enti abosiano no yanto aso ne yanko bono mantemu na bono mantemu so afo yo no nyamfo Joseph Adai Akwabwa Veronica kasa ono na ene wade abatu ja se won tena se enye nhwe han e ma fa good etunu ayen famra kwanso galamse galai enkoso obuno manta o chense amani ama se ya sase ase nsunsu dodo na se ma de hia wono mo obuno manta mu wono mo ebreye pa enti won tena se wo behwe na ne pamfo ene bambofo etu galamse ase na wade nsemi tu dwa ebra obo aprobo kakra ewo mantemu hono no eno de nibre ene krodom ade sansami ade tuja
needs and our own people that so far as I remain in office as the Bono regional minister, I am going to combat this illegal mining. I'm not going to allow them to work in this region. So they should stop, because they've just started, and we are not going to allow them to enter. We know where they are, and we are coming after them. And those chiefs who have given lands to illegal miners, I am sounding this warning to all these chiefs that if I get them, I'm going to arrest them, and they will be prosecuted. This one, I am going to put politics aside. If you are a chief and you know that you have given lands for guarantee activity, when you are arrested, I will make sure that you are prosecuted to the end. So they should stop giving out lands to illegal miners, because we have information. This illegal activities going on here, the intelligence that we have gathered is that some of the areas were given to these illegal miners by the chiefs. And we know all those chiefs. And very soon we are going to go after them. So they should better stop. They should drive them away, because when we start and they are arrested, we are not going to release them. So that is the warning that I'm giving to them. The young men doing guarantee, I am begging them to stop, because His Excellency has so many programs for them which they can get employment. This is not good. Looking for money by destroying our forests, by destroying our water bodies. You see, it's so bad. So they should wait. His Excellency will roll out certain programs which will engage them for them to get money. So they shouldn't destroy our forests for us. And very soon, if they don't take this advice, they will know what will happen to them. And I will not disclose it here. Thank you.
Ebusia yetwansam ne so edi ama odia ye call apomuden ensemu yes asye hwe apomuden ho nsem man Ghana ha no wo modin krata bi edi fi wonu makache na no nkrata ye nsakraya hodo maya eba beboa ame apomuden nsem no etimi ejina nanamon so edin ahodo bi eni afin so di bra ahodo bi na omodi amema nkrofo ku bi omo ewa asye hwe eye apomuden ensem kan omo che se April boso mene de toso edunai wa fimpimienu ene eduonu numia eyade sesa sakrai no ebehya senya asem keto akra na edin a ebede edwa no ebi no enka ne Dr. Samuel Kwabena Boatin na ono na regional director the Ghana Health Service the Upper East Mantam no sisi ano no na ekwe director of policy planning monitoring and evaluation the Ghana Health Service omo headquarters no Afia Munya for Dr. Kennedy TC Bretson, one can no medical superintendent at the Mashai Osudoku Municipal Hospital. TC no NA acting director of family health at the Ghana Health Service, one headquarters. Munya for Dr. Abdullahi Abubakari, and can no ye or more RDHS at the Tiffy Mantem. TC no director of special duties. Ewo Ghana Health Service edino eye bebre pa ya ningna no sansakraye ba beboa ame apomuden semo man Ghana ha no etimi ejina nanamo si ejina we so ni atonkraye ba ye ko edwedi ensem.
I was saying to Akasi no so na when for John Abdullahi Jinapo one na so for hwe nyina nsem so man Ghana mo anum na manfo ka se na se twa no ha na kan ya na edum no aha dum ani aha so dum so sa ana wo mo keka se wo mo follow sharing timetable mra na na wo kokopie mo e wo mampeni aso ye na nsentwefo din komo na no ana John Abdullahi Jinapo chense da bi low share di bi amaye na hu yan so mo de timetable bia wetu dwa na mo no nyinam sam no na afi aban no toto se no wetumi ahwe ba bia na tumi akon kan ni nkyere ma wo di ja central eni ene na gozo
7th of February 2025 the president came to this house to fulfill his constitutional obligation of giving the message of the state of the nation. But Mr. Speaker, I believe that this House almost unanimously have now agreed that that statement was indeed a message of lamentations. And I think all of us are agreeable on that. Mr. Speaker, but in spite of that,
Ebusia inti aha na brebe ma ye ho kwan sema hodro na enwume ye boaboa no e de besom ni na na ye de mu AC na ansa ne ye bekọ no ye kaka ye hwan sema hodo etwegu wo mu nsem no bi ene se ye de mu kopie mu ablikuma no sabato onpeso aso timem form wo ho no e ya de se omo ensu no guje mo tempintin kwasa sisi a ye kase no enya de se omuni mra hye bedwani e wo sa empotemu ho no
odwanyamfo Samuel Abujina pochire mu se mampeni kan se obema na hyebedwa kunwa no asoafo na yeketo a enim no de dedende asese acha
busiana nsema hodo bi no meka we hu ne nanwume ye gibrani adaje etimikenkan edima osada piesie no confirm talent microfinance omo na aba ma osika sem hyehye ntutuye no bibia atimi koye dia ma wo sika bi da baabi pe baabi de esie dia okopie mo talent microfinance awonu betimi age ato ho akra ne kama kusi bra obekwa akwaje o ha bia ntimi mba afen so ya ankran nwume kwa hodo mo pesika de abobra sika di djuma ansi hu ne ekume bi dia okopie mo matena ye ne o makache do mbeboa aye san hihye ni na etumi dia ma on kraimantem ha o mo ha manta ma hodo binum so ka ho yedu a wo mo achecho makwaban wo mo ye djuma dendenden ya asem keto akwa mu nsia ne de empanyifo gu so ade niema egu akwem sebe a wono mom ho no so on betimi enyemu enfa so
KFM Musical Center ade asoye no de aba ye de mfidi ahodo bia ohia mfie wa sorry event ujumede bia ase rabejene papa fiti speakers microphones cables papa guitar bibia set of instrument there keyboard ahodo KFM Musical Center asantimante madum Kumasi Sambra Hotel no enkran Zongole Benjila Bro Science Children's Hospital dinkomo 0244941047 0244941047 na oni dinkomo
afi dada ba take up phone sene ho akade enso kopie mu ho a mo so betimi aboa o pe phone net apo ahodi wo mbo no wo for media che wo dofu bi chocho mucho bi kanche ma olelelele uteletele obi a oda wakoba so de dada ba take up ade so kopie mu ho betimi aboa afi so ye dwume kwa hodo amuhia phone sa ahodi wo phone na papa mo de di mu dwuma kita hodi hu nsem a ebetimi aboa ma dwuma na ye bro boko de ama mo no dada ba se bre no muntimi emboa wo omo wo kaneshi biaya ye pai takwa station ne hope ena omo ne omo ebo ho nti udu takwa station wana chese wedu dada bateka phones ne ho aka de bia kwa wo mo so betimi aboa ma bibia koyi ede ama wo
tie bo so ade mo asi nyame adom a ochena ye International Women's Day enti ye mama nyina abatan emfrafo ayerefo ye mama nyina International Women's Day in advance na bibia na ntumi enkonka enfama na nyame adom so ochena ena yanga se ye nua be ma Richie Tete strawberry ena edi adodo na ide frɛ no ochena ne papa eye owura yima no Tete wono mo epeno krabe na nwume de mo jade ama mema ne emrante ne mayo no friends mo friends we keeping mo nko twi solo kuni ya na mo ochena ena ye no ekoso ewo latebi okoshi eti obi biara onim yima no Tete na no se ni nickname no ka bibi refinamo strawberry Richard Tete biara ne papa ye ne nyame adom a eye wo chena na eba so bosumi ye Ghana months enti wa wo ye opam ade wa wo tontoma wa wo kente wa oton ahwene ahenema ne ayi na obese ye gigi bi hihye neja ye bon de rode ma no enke kire obetumi afre epenifo na woni ye edi nkomo obetumi afre 0246239070 na woni ye edi nkomo break enteni bi ahene ma fugu ayi eche ne nya kan nyina wahu
ya ni nyina
nka nya old school say gigi old school ni ya na bi etumi ga sa no pa no ho na she kente
me amema
Yeah,